Today's podcast is about ROI. Word, phrase, does it have meaning? Recently I've been talking to some meeting planners and some speakers about return on investment. It's a well-known phrase within the financial circles. But does it apply in outside financial services? Is this an expression that can be used? Many people are arguing that in the meetings industry, you can't use words like ROI for the meetings, because how can you measure the return on investment in financial terms? I have a problem with this. I have a problem with this because it brings the word down to just being the word. You see, there's a lot of words that we have that started out in one place and have now broadened their aspect to another. Even some of the expressions, like a chip off the old block, came from the old maritime of building ships out of wood. There's, in brand terms, we have a Hoover for actually what it is a brand name. It's a vacuum cleaner, and yet all vacuum cleaners are called Hoover. I mean, there's so many words that started off with one meaning that have been widened into perspective. And one of the speakers I was talking to was saying, oh, well, we'll be the laughing stock of the financial people because they know it about return on investment in terms of purely financial terms. In reality, I have found that talking to financial people, they are welcoming the fact that what was traditionally enclosed in their industry has widened their perspective. So what is ROI, and does it apply? Does it have a wider application? Well, it is a difficult one to talk about. Let me give you an example. Recently, my wife bought a Volvo. She likes Volvo, I like Volvo. My next door neighbor bought a Kia Ceed, and my other neighbor has bought a brand new Range Rover. And my great friend in Canada has bought his wife a Lexus. Each one of these individuals have bought their car for their own reason. Maybe it's what they can afford in their pocket. Maybe it's because they like the style of it. Maybe it's because of something specific that they want from their particular vehicle. Whatever it is, whatever the reason is, there's a measurement that has taken place. In their mind, there's a value that they have placed on this vehicle. The return on that value will be over time. Whether they get it, the sale, and to be able to sell it for the right price, whether they get the mileage out of it, each one of those will have its own value in their mind. So the return on the investment of buying the car is something that will be proven over a period of time. It's no different in the meetings and the events industry. For whatever reason, we hold a meeting. For whatever reason, we hire a particular speaker. For whatever reason, we do what it is that we're doing in terms of holding a conference or an event. There will be some sort of evaluation taking place. We may not call it ROI. Some people may want to keep the word locked up within financial services. The truth of the matter is, value will be measured at the end of the day, whatever name people want to hide or run away from. The truth is, there will be a measurement. Who's in control of the measurement? How is it going to be measured? And if that's thought out in advance, then measuring it later is so much easier. If it's left until after the event, then it can just go so wrong. So ROI, use in the financial services, coming out of the financial services, and going to be used wider and wider. I think it does the right thing. It makes people think, what are we here for? What are we trying to do? And is it going to add value at the end of the day? Adding value is the name of the game. And if we don't get our heads around that, where are we going to go? I'm going to add value to my trip by borrowing my wife's car. Have a good month. See you next month.